So in one of our last videos, quite a lot of people mentioned that we weren't putting a membrane on the back of the actual panels themselves.
Yeah, and we just want to clarify, we were only putting the paneling up so we knew that it is actually fitting. It wasn't staying up permanently, and we are going to be doing insulation and stuff with it.
Yeah. So for people that don't understand, obviously there's people there that do, but the people that don't, is we need a moisture shield, basically, because we've not been using this in winter and it's not been used in a long time in winter. And the technology when they've actually put the panelling up wasn't really that good. But what will happen is if we heat this room up in winter, the walls are going to be cold still and they'll create moisture on the inside, condensation will build up, and we don't want that to go onto the actual panels itself and rot the panels from the back.
Yeah.
So that's the reason for it, that's what we're going to do, and it was always our intention to do that on all the walls that face onto the exterior. So that's the plan now, is just, you could do it literally with a sheet of plastic if we needed to, but we're actually going to insulate it as well.
Yeah, we're going to be putting what we've done throughout the whole chateau and the cottage.
Yeah.
Is we've got a foil insulation, so that will obviously be a vapour barrier to stop any moisture getting onto the panels and rotting the panels. And it'll help with heat as well, because obviously heat won't be able to pass through it, it'll be able to bounce back with the foil on it.
Yeah.
So it'll be
nice
like
and
a...
snuggly.
And there's some of you have asked why we're not insulating the outside of the chateau. Now, the walls are 3 foot thick. Anything we do at the outside walls is literally, we're going to see no effect from.
Well, if we did as well, then it's completely hiding what the chateau is.
Yeah.
Obviously, then it's just going to be pretty much a new build, because it's all going to have to be re-rendered, and it's just losing the whole
Character of the building.
Yeah.
We're not even going to wash it, never mind insulate.
And also as well, yes, there's mould because of this, and because there's never been a vapour barrier. There's a lot of mould, what we're seeing on the actual walls itself when the panelling's coming off.
Yeah.
So we're treating all that as well. We've got a high, heavy concentrate of chlorine, so we'll all be well ventilated. We will wear masks, we'll wear gloves, we'll wear all the proper kit. So you'll see us doing that. But you'll see us spraying all the walls down to kill all the mould off, kill all the bacteria off. And it just means the panelling will last a hell of a lot longer what we're doing. It will hopefully stay here another 50, 60 years minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing that what we'll do as well, while the panelling's off, we're going to be treating it for woodworm. Obviously, a lot of the panelling here is good anyway.
All the panelling's been trapped from this side.
Yeah, it's the other side we need to do now, isn't it?
So while it's off, we're gonna...
We may as well get it all done together.
get it done.
You know, and start fresh. It's easier for you to do the wiring, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we didn't plan on taking as much panelling off.
No, we didn't.
To be honest. But one thing's led to another, and we've probably got about 60% of it off anyway, which are the exterior walls. So we thought, well, while that's off, we may as well do all of these jobs, and then it's going to benefit in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just another day's work.
Just another day at Lalacelle.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Right, so we'll get the panelling off that we just put on.
It's on with 2 screws, Terry.
It is on with 2 screws, so that was the reason why.
Yeah, it was just to see if it was going to fit properly, wasn't it?
Yeah,
get it
Just
all
to see if
lined
you've done
up.
a good job with it. You didn't know. And again, it's the first piece that you've done. Tracy's done a brilliant job of getting it matched up as well. So
Yeah. But we'll crack on now and get started.
go on then. God, someone wrecked the screws when they put it in. Yeah.
That's how you do it. So we've got the final panel off in here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Ready for the insulation and stuff.
Totally, yeah.
And obviously we found more wallpaper on both the walls, but this one we've got pretty much the full section, haven't we?
Yeah, it's in really good condition, to be honest, compared to that one.
Yeah.
You see, this wall's not as damp, so it's in good nick.
Good nick coming off, yeah. So we've managed to get the bottom section off here and in one piece. So it's nice to keep hold of it and do sync with it. I think what we might do is like cut little pieces up and
send some more to the Patreon.
People on Patreon.
On Patreon, so we'll be getting a little piece of this hopefully.
Yeah, just for helping support us in the renovations. I think it'd be nice. So if you're wanting to get a piece of the original wallpaper from before 1850, we know, then have a little look and join us on Patreon. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, certainly. You get a little postcard with it, don't you? So it's really nice, really cute, and something to keep.
Yeah. And at least you're part of the chateau as well then, and the renovations and the history.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see if we can try and get a little bit more off, and then we can look at spraying the walls to stop some of this mould, and we can look at spraying the panellings for the woodworm.
Done, yeah.
And then we can get the insulation on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Come on then. So we've brought all the panelling down into the garage just so it can keep dry and it's not going to get damaged outside. We're going to go over the whole lot, every single piece that we've took off with some woodworm treatment. Now the woodworm treatment we normally use is xylophane, which you can get over here in France. You can buy big massive drums of it and you can put it in a spray bottle or anything just to spray it on. Give it a good soaking and then leave it. But it is really bad and toxic, so you have to properly suit up, wear all your proper PPE for it, and then you have to leave it. So if you do it inside a house, you have to leave it normally for a few days, to be honest, because of the fumes are so bad. You can still smell them and it does get really bad on your lungs. So that's why we thought we'll bring them in here in the garage, because we don't need it to be in here. We can leave them sit here for a couple of days and then we can get them back on once it's all sorted. Plan is once the woodworm treatment's dried, the vapour barrier we're going to put on the back of the panelling, so obviously none of the moisture can get onto the back and rot it, and it'll help with the insulation as well anyway. Then we can get them all back in place and get it all put back together, and then once the winter's in it'll all be complete again, which is good. So I'll get on with spraying them now and yeah, be good. So that's all the panelling's done now. Obviously I'll leave those dry for a day or two. Once they're dried, then we can look at getting the insulation on the back, getting them back upstairs and start getting them back in place again. Yeah, it's a good job done. Obviously it's a job that you don't see at all, but it's necessary that we do it. One, obviously to treat the wood and the woodworm, and two, for the insulation going forward for the future. So it will be good, but I'll go and get all this off now and crack on with something else. So, all the panelling sorted,
Yep, all finished, all stripped and ready to go back.
all treated, all stripped, all
Hardened and everything.
most of it's filled.
90% of it, yeah. There's a couple, all the white's done, it was just the brown I need doing.
Yeah.
The
But
brown bits.
it's looking brilliant. It's far better getting it all off, to be honest, and getting it done down here rather than trying to mess about with it up in the
Yeah, while it's on the wall.
in the wall. Yeah. But
Yeah.
like I said, the woodworm treatment obviously is another bonus that we've been able to get on from the back. It's all been treated from the front when we treated it all when we first came here, but to get it all off and treat it from the back
On the,
as well.
all the back, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's good.
wherever it needed a bit of hardener on or a bit of filler and treatment, it's all been done.
Yeah.
So it's
all been
good.
done.
It was good to get them all off, because the ones that have come off are the ones that were the worst.
Yeah.
Because they were around the window, so they were the ones that were getting damp.
Yeah.
So the ones that have come off the wall were the ones that needed the most work doing to them.
Yeah.
So it was good.
But yeah, we'll quickly show you now, obviously, how the panels are looking, and I'll be able to show you some of the treatments that we've been using as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
We've got them all here in the garage anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this was one of the big panels that we'd cut down to obviously make a new one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's worked brilliant, to be honest. You know, that's the back, and then we've
The front part.
it's all been sanded and
you
ready.
never know.
All the holes have been filled and sanded, and you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't know that that was two separate panels.
Definitely not.
It's worked great.
And the glue that we'd used, obviously, you'd be looking thinking, God, what's that? It's a wood glue that expands, doesn't it?
It's brilliant. I'll get it.
Yeah,
you
I think it's over there, yeah.
It's brilliant.
But obviously it expands and just covers the whole joint, and it's really, really strong.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
we've used it all,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
we've used it on everything.
But yeah, it's absolutely great.
Yeah.
It's set within, I don't know, it was...
Well, we
it wasn't
just
long.
left it for a day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just to fully make sure that it was dry.
And it just scrapes off. It was absolutely brilliant. It just all scraped off, and then sanded it down, and you wouldn't even know they've been glued. It was
perfect.
great.
Obviously, this is the back part, so
yeah,
we're not too
you're not
fussed
gonna
on
see
that. And then two more big ones.
Another one, yeah.
There was a repair. This was all the rotten corner that you might have remembered. So Mum's jointed all that back up.
Yeah,
Filled it.
I need sanding that one. I've missed one there.
The rest of it, good though.
it's
That
just
was all
that.
completely rotten, wasn't it?
It was.
Falling
There was a big
apart.
hole in that one, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one got filled and finished.
And then this one, there'd been this one we're a bit unsure with this panel because it's like a lot thicker than what the other ones are. Weighs a ton, doesn't it?
Yep.
And it's got like a trim on the back part.
Yeah.
So we're thinking that this might have been a door at some point.
When you look at it like that, it does look like a door.
Yeah. If you had like a top section on it, It looks like it might have been a door at one point.
So,
but the bottom part here, this was all rotten and battered to bits.
Yeah.
So obviously that part will filler, but this whole section here is all new that we've just added on ourselves, haven't we?
Yeah, just glued it on the same way and then just sanded it all. So it's another one. I mean, they'd cut big holes out of it to put cables through, I think, hadn't they?
Yeah.
You know, so it was good. And all the rest, these are all ready now.
Yeah, these are all
stripped. Ready to stain and then wax. This is another one this is the other one that you split. You wouldn't even tell, can you?
No.
That's
We've
the other one, yeah.
cut that one down. Oh yeah, got the joint on it.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't even tell then.
No, that's the other one that goes with the other one that's broken.
Yeah, that's
this
the bottom
is going
section.
on the one near the window.
Yeah.
So you can't even tell that one.
No.
They're all nice and strong and
they're
solid now.
And then there's these
are the
other two. I think that's the window one, but this had all massive
big gaps in it, didn't it?
We sorted that one out.
Yeah.
And then that's another one for the window.
Yeah, that was that one, and then that's the last one that's just going behind the door, I think.
And the little in behind,
that one was
this was for the top of the roof, but you might be able to see here, obviously it was just completely eaten with woodworm, which it was just falling to bits. But we popped some of the wood hardener on
and then just filled it.
Yeah, and
there was lots of holes and gaps in that one.
Yeah.
Just filled all that one, and we're going to put the silver insulation on the back of that, aren't we?
Yeah.
And they are just ready for painting. So I'm really, really pleased with the way they've all worked.
Yeah.
Really pleased.
I think with that one, you were really surprised with how the wood hardener worked as well, weren't you?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
You've never actually used it before.
You could literally put your fingers through it, but now it's just it's worth a treat. It's absolutely brilliant.
Because looking from this side, you'd never know.
No. I mean, this had big holes in it.
Yeah.
All of this had fallen through. Literally, you could just poke your finger through it.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely solid now.
Yeah.
So it worked a treat.
But on the back part, obviously you can see how bad it actually was. And it sort of gives it, when you do put it on, just to warn you, obviously, it does darken the wood. And it puts like a bit of a sheen on it. So, but you can see how bad it's been eaten. It's all been treated for woodworm and it's been strengthened. And now it's solid again, isn't it? Yeah.
And it is just going above the window, so it's not going to get anything on it.
Yeah.
But this is the best one out of all of them.
Yeah, how it's turned out. Well, the bits that we've been using, so a little shelf of stuff. So if you're in France, you can get this one. So this is de bois, and that's your wood hardener. It comes with a little brush, and you can just slap that on. Or we've been getting this one from the UK. You can get it over in France as well, but it's quite expensive. It's the Ron Seal, and that one's really, really good to do with the wood. And then the wood fillers, you've got stuff like this in, which is a coloured wood filler, which you've been using, haven't you, Mum?
Yeah. That's
like the dark wood ones.
Yeah, which is the ones what you mix together.
Yeah,
so
two-part one.
Yeah, you put the hardener in.
Yeah.
And they work great because they're dry so hard, but the sand.
Yeah.
You can get the shape you want when you're sanding them. So it's really good for detailing.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. But
brilliant.
All worked a treat.
Yeah. Well, another productive day.
Yes, I'm looking forward to getting the paint on them.
Me too.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Well, I think the next job, now these are done, will be to get the ceiling down.
Yes.
We can start taking the ceiling down in the 400 salon and go from there.
I'm looking forward to it, but
yeah, you are.
Give it a go. I know.
You can get a hammer in your hand.
I do what I do best: break things.
Right, we'll crack on. Well, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye. If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.